My name is Sister Cyril. I am a Loreto sister and Irish in origin, and I've been in India working here for the last 62 years. I began to realise that I was working mainly with well-off children and that there were many, many poor ones being neglected on the street. So when I took over in Loreto Cialda in '79, I proceeded to invite all these children from the slums and the poor backgrounds to come into my school and to be taught. And initially when they came in, there were very few of them knew anything. They were coming from a non-school background. So I got the regular children of the school. They all volunteered to work with these children and to prepare them for their admission into school. In the meantime, the Education Act came into being, which mandated that all children between the ages of 6 and 14 must be in school, and in a school recognised by government. So I opened my gates and invited them all to come in, and we began what was known as the Rainbow Programme. And this brought in any child off the street who needed an education to be prepared by the regular kids of the school before we slotted them into a class according to their age. If they were very old when they came to us, we put them into Bengali medium and taught them English on the side. And if they were very, very young, put them straight into our English medium school. And in that way we ended up from a school of 700 well-off children with 90 poor ones to a school of 1,400, 700 well-off still remain, and the remainder of the 1,400 were very, very poor. And we helped them in every possible way. And then beyond that we moved out into the village areas around us, and every Saturday, which was our school holiday, the children went out and taught children in these schools, where there were huge numbers and very few teachers. The study on the situations which will make these children drop out of school. And I also introduced in the school many new systems whereby the children coming out from the school, the regular children, would come out fired with a desire to help and to build a better nation, so that every child in that nation gets a good education and everyone has a chance to develop to their best potential. Seize the opportunity and just do it. Damn it, do it, as a matter of fact. We talk far too much and we don't really get down to the actual core. So if I was asked by anyone what advice I should give, I would say keep your eyes and your heart open for the opportunity which may arise where you have to help someone, or you can see a way by which people can be resourced or helped to reach their own potential. And let it go from there. People will come forward when they see you trying to do something. You don't need resources, you don't need anything, just start. Many people begin by writing a nice project and sending it off to funders, but in fact nobody will give funding for a project which is only in someone else's mind. So it's much better if we actually do the work, move in, meet the opportunity, do what we can, even with hardly any resources, because resources will come. I can guarantee that. When people see you doing something and they see that it's good and that you're achieving something, they will come forward without even having to be asked.